Inside the secret training method, powering Real Madrid's new era of physical dominance. In modern football, talent alone is no longer enough. To dominate Europe and maintain relentless intensity across 90 minutes, elite clubs rely on cutting-edge sports science. At Real Madrid, the secret behind their physical superiority lies in a ruthless and highly sophisticated conditioning system designed by legendary fitness coach Antonio Pintus. Behind the scenes at the club's Valdebebas training complex, players are pushed to their absolute limits through a combination of high-altitude simulation, metabolic data analysis, and individualized performance plans. The result: a squad capable of overwhelming opponents late in matches, a trademark of Real Madrid's recent success. The mastermind behind the method. When Real Madrid wants peak physical performance, they turn to one man, Antonio Pintus. The Italian fitness specialist has built a reputation across European football for producing squads with exceptional endurance and explosiveness. His philosophy is simple but brutal: measure everything, personalize training, and push the body to adapt beyond its limits. Players often joke that Pintus's sessions feel tougher than matches themselves, but those same sessions are what allow Real Madrid to maintain their famous late-game intensity, the ability to press, sprint, and attack even when opponents are exhausted. The famous Pintus masks. One of the most striking elements of the training program is the use of advanced metabolic breathing masks. During high-intensity training sessions, players wear specialized masks connected to a monitoring system. These masks regulate oxygen intake and simulate high-altitude conditions between 910 and 5,500 meters above sea level. The purpose is twofold: force the body to work harder with less oxygen. Measure each player's metabolic and respiratory performance. The mask also tracks oxygen consumption, CO2 output, and cardiovascular effort in real time, giving the staff precise insight into every player's physical limits. In simple terms, the system tells the coaches exactly how hard a player can push before fatigue sets in. Data over guesswork. The Pintus method is built around one core principle: individualization. After every training session, data from the masks and wearable devices is analyzed by performance specialists. Coaches can then determine aerobic threshold, endurance capacity; anaerobic threshold, explosive capacity; recovery speed, oxygen efficiency. This allows Real Madrid staff to design personalized training programs for each player instead of using one universal workload. For example, explosive wingers may train for sprint recovery, midfielders focus on endurance and distance covered, defenders work on repeated power bursts. Every athlete receives a different workload tailored to their physiology. The hidden advantage. Late-game dominance fans often notice a unique pattern with Real Madrid. They get stronger as matches go on. This is not accidental. By pushing players beyond their oxygen limits in training, the body adapts by increasing lung efficiency, red blood cell production, muscular endurance. When match conditions feel easier than training, players can maintain high intensity deep into games. That's why Real Madrid have built a reputation for late comebacks and dramatic finishes. Their physical conditioning allows them to outlast opponents when fatigue kicks in. The technology behind the training. Real Madrid's sports science department combines Pintus's intensity with advanced technology. The system includes metabolic monitoring systems. Wearable sensors track breathing, heart rate, and energy use. Altitude simulation masks used to replicate high mountain training environments. Thermal imaging cameras. These detect thermal asymmetries, small temperature differences in muscles that may indicate fatigue or early injury risk. Together, these tools allow coaches to prevent injuries while maximizing performance. A brutal reputation. Despite its effectiveness, the method is famously unpopular among players. Pintus himself once admitted that footballers don't like it very much. The sessions are intense, exhausting, and relentless. But within the club, the belief is clear: pain in training leads to dominance on match day. The new era of physical football. Modern football is evolving rapidly. Speed, pressing, and endurance now define the highest level of the sport. Clubs that cannot maintain extreme intensity simply fall behind. By combining data science, physiology, and brutal conditioning, Real Madrid have created a system that transforms world-class players into elite physical machines. And as long as Antonio Pintus remains in charge of conditioning at Valdebebas, one thing is certain: Real Madrid will continue to run harder, last longer, and dominate physically when it matters most.